Let me tell you something that will disturb you, something that once you hear it, you will not be able to unhear. The people who disrespect you are not confident. They are desperate. Yes, you heard me correctly. Desperate. There is a hidden terror in the one who insults you, mocks you, belittles you in front of others. And that terror, it is not of you, it is of themselves, of their own insignificance, of their own hollowness, of the emptiness that consumes them from within. But here is what troubles me about you, and I speak to you directly now, as one who has walked this earth long enough to see the same patterns repeat endlessly. Why does their disrespect cut deeper than a physical wound? Why does a single sentence, uttered by a fool whose name you will not remember in a year, echo in your mind for days, even years? You have survived pain, you have endured loss, you have faced hardships that would break lesser men, yet a stranger's words, a colleague's snide remark, a friend's casual cruelty, these can unravel you in seconds. Why? Because you have been conditioned, trained, programmed since childhood to believe that disrespect is an attack on your worth. It is not. It has never been. It is a test of your self-control, and most of you, forgive my bluntness, are failing this test every single day. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal to you is the one response that psychologically ends disrespect forever. Not temporarily, not for a moment, forever. But I warn you, this requires you to abandon everything you believe about strength, dignity, and self-respect. Everything you have been taught is wrong. Are you ready to hear the truth? I have spent my life observing human nature, not as it pretends to be in polite society, not as it presents itself in philosophical treatises, but as it truly is, raw, unfiltered, stripped of all pretense. And what I have found is this: humanity is driven not by noble ideals, not by love or justice or truth, but by three primal forces: ego, envy, and boredom. The ego seeks validation at all costs. It must be acknowledged, praised, recognized. It cannot bear to be invisible. Envy seeks the destruction of what it cannot possess. It looks at excellence and wants to annihilate it, because excellence is a mirror that reflects its own deficiency. And boredom seeks entertainment at any cost. It will create drama, conflict, chaos, anything to feel alive, to feel something. Disrespect, you see, is the intersection of all three. It is entertainment for the empty mind. It is validation for the insecure ego. It is the weapon of the envious. You think they care about truth, about justice, about being right. No, my friend, they care only about the brief sensation of superiority they feel when they see you react, when they see your face change, when they hear your voice rise, when they witness your composure crack, even for a moment. That moment, that single moment of your reaction, is their victory, their proof that they matter, their evidence that they have power, and you hand it to them freely, again and again, without even realizing what you are doing. But why does it affect you so profoundly? Let us be brutally honest with ourselves. Let us strip away the comfortable lies we tell ourselves about our own nature. You see, every human being carries within them an invisible need, a need to be acknowledged, to be valued, to matter in the eyes of others. This is not weakness. This is not a flaw in your character. This is biology. This is evolution. This is survival. For thousands of years, your ancestors lived in tribes, and in those tribes, being rejected meant death. Not metaphorical death, actual death. If the tribe cast you out, you died alone in the wilderness. So your brain, your nervous system, your entire biological makeup has been shaped by this reality. Your ancestors, who cared deeply about social standing, who felt pain when rejected, who fought to maintain their position in the hierarchy, they survived, they reproduced, they passed on their genes. Those who did not care, they were cast out, they died, they left no descendants. You are the product of millions of years of evolution that has hardwired into you the need to care what others think. So when someone disrespects you, they are not merely saying words, they are at a primal biological level, threatening your position in the social hierarchy. And your body responds as if you are being cast out, as if you are being sentenced to death, as if you are being erased from existence. Perhaps you have felt this. Someone insults you, and in that moment, you do not react. You remain composed. You maintain your dignity, you walk away, but later, when you are alone in the silence of your room, in the darkness before sleep, in those quiet moments when there is nowhere to hide from your own thoughts, that moment returns to you, again and again and again, and each time, you think of what you should have said, what you should have done, how you should have defended yourself, how you should have put them in their place. This is the wound, not the disrespect itself, but your inability to release it, your inability to let it go. Why can you not release it? Because you believe you must do something about it. You believe that silence is defeat. You believe that not responding is weakness. But what if I told you that this belief, this fundamental assumption about how the world works, is your prison? What if I told you that everything you believe about strength and weakness is backwards? Let me show you how this poison operates in your daily life. Let me hold up a mirror so you can see yourself clearly. You are at work. A colleague, mediocre in ability but loud in presence, makes a comment that subtly undermines you in front of others. It is disguised as humor, wrapped in a joke, delivered with a smile, but everyone knows, including you, especially you, that it was designed to diminish you, to make you look small, to elevate himself by lowering you. You smile, you say nothing, perhaps you even laugh along, but inside, something burns, something twists, something dies, or perhaps it is your friends. You share a personal struggle, a moment of vulnerability, something that matters to you deeply, and one of them, someone you trusted, someone you considered close, turns it into a joke. The group laughs. You laugh too, because what else can you do? To not laugh would be to admit that it hurt. To admit that it hurt would be to lose face. So you laugh, but you feel something die inside, a small death. The kind that accumulates over years until you become someone you do not recognize. Maybe it is your family, a parent, a sibling, who compares you to others, who reminds you of your failures while praising someone else's success, who asks why you are not more like this person or that person. They call it motivation. They say they are trying to help you. They claim they want what is best for you. You call it something else, but you say nothing, because they are family, because confronting them would create drama, because it is easier to swallow the poison than to spit it out. Or it happens online. A stranger with an anonymous profile, someone with nothing better to do with their time, writes something cruel about you. Someone who knows nothing of your life, your struggles, your journey, your worth. Someone who will never meet you, never know you, never face you. And yet their words linger. Their words have power. Their words can ruin your day, your week, your month. Why? Because you give them power. Because you believe that their opinion matters. Because you have not yet learned the darkest truth about human nature. Now, let us examine what most people do when disrespected. Let us look at the pattern that plays out 1,000,000 times every day across this world. They react, they defend, they explain, they justify, they counterattack, they seek witnesses, they gather allies, they tell the story to others, hoping for validation, hoping for someone to say you were right, they were wrong. They try to make the other person understand their perspective. They present evidence. They build arguments. They appeal to reason, to fairness, to common decency. And in doing so, listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. They surrender all their power. You see, the moment you feel the need to explain yourself, you have already lost. Explanation is begging in polite language. It is you saying, please understand that I have value. Please see that I am worthy. Please recognize that I deserve respect. When you defend your worth, you admit that it is under question. You admit that someone else's opinion has the power to diminish you. You admit that you need their approval, their acknowledgement, their validation. When you counterattack, you confirm that their words had weight. You prove that they got under your skin. You show them, and everyone watching, that they successfully pushed your buttons. The aggressor does not want truth. He does not want understanding. He does not want resolution. He wants reaction. He wants to see you lose control. He wants evidence of his power over you, and you give it to him, freely, generously, again and again. Most people believe that anger is strength, that responding forcefully shows dominance, that raising your voice proves you cannot be pushed around, that silence is weakness, passivity, cowardice. This is a catastrophic misunderstanding of how power actually works. Anger is not strength, it is leakage. It is the public display of your loss of control. It is you announcing to everyone within earshot that this person, this insignificant person, has found a way to penetrate your defenses, that they have discovered the button to push, that they have power over your emotional state, and now they, and everyone else who witnessed your reaction, knows exactly how to manipulate you. You have given them the map to your vulnerabilities. You have handed them the keys to your cage. Every emotional reaction is information. Information you freely give to your enemy. Information they can use against you, now and forever. The question is not whether you should respond. The question is, why do you feel you must? What are you trying to prove? And to whom? I have observed something throughout my years studying human behavior, something dark, something uncomfortable, something that most people refuse to acknowledge because it exposes truths they would rather not face. Mediocre minds attack what they cannot reach. Read that again. Let it penetrate. Let it settle into your understanding of human nature. The person who disrespects you does so because you possess something they lack, and this something torments them. It keeps them awake at night. It gnaws at their sense of self. It reminds them of their own inadequacy. Perhaps it is your composure, your intelligence, your independence, your success, your peace, your ability to be content with yourself, your refusal to participate in their petty games. They see in you what they cannot find in themselves, and rather than do the difficult work of elevating themselves to your level, rather than face their own deficiencies and work to overcome them, they attempt to drag you down to theirs. This is easier. This requires no self-examination, no growth, no effort. It is simple. It is satisfying. It is immediate. This is the psychology of envy. And envy, my friend, is one of the most destructive forces in human nature. Envy does not admire, it destroys. It cannot tolerate excellence in others because excellence exposes its own deficiency. It cannot celebrate another's success because that success is a mirror reflecting its own failure. So when someone disrespects you, understand this. You are not dealing with confidence. You are not dealing with strength. You are not dealing with someone who has a legitimate critique or concern. You are dealing with a wounded ego trying to medicate itself with your pain. You are dealing with someone who needs to believe they are superior to you because they cannot bear the alternative. You are dealing with desperation masquerading as aggression. The disrespect is not about you. It never was. It is about them, about their desperation to feel significant, about their need to prove to themselves and to others that they matter, that they have worth, that they are not invisible, and the cruelest truth, they need your reaction to feel that significance. Without your reaction, they are nothing. They are invisible. They are exposed as exactly what they are, empty vessels making noise, signifying nothing. So what is the answer? What is the response that preserves your power, your dignity, your peace? Not revenge. Revenge requires you to think about them, to plan around them, to let them occupy your mind and consume your time and energy. Every moment you spend plotting revenge is a moment they control you. They win, not confrontation. Confrontation gives them the audience they crave, the drama they hunger for, the proof that they matter enough to provoke a response from you. Even if you win the confrontation, you have already lost by participating. They win, not even forgiveness, at least not in the way most people understand it, because forgiveness as commonly practiced implies that their opinion held weight enough to require your pardon. It implies that they had the power to hurt you, and you are graciously choosing to release them from that debt. They still win. The darkest way, the most psychologically devastating response you can give, is something else entirely: calculated indifference. Let me be perfectly clear about what I mean, because this is easy to misunderstand. This is not passivity. This is not weakness. This is not you walking away defeated, wounded, hoping they forget what happened, hoping the situation resolves itself. This is something far more dangerous, far more powerful. Calculated indifference is the conscious choice to deny someone significance. It is you looking at their disrespect with full awareness, with complete understanding of what they are trying to do, and deciding deliberately, consciously, with absolute control that they are not worth even a moment of your emotional energy. It is the refusal to react, not because you cannot, not because you are afraid, not because you are too weak to respond, but because you will not. It is treating their attack as if it never occurred, as if they are invisible, as if their entire existence is beneath your notice, as if they are so insignificant that their words are like the buzzing of an insect heard, perhaps, but not worthy of attention. This is not what they expect. They expect anger. They expect defense. They expect some kind of reaction, any reaction, that confirms their importance in your world. What they cannot handle, what psychologically breaks them, is your complete and utter indifference to their existence, and this is where the real power lies. Now let me show you exactly why this is so psychologically destructive to the one who disrespects you. Let me reveal the mechanism by which your silence becomes their torture. The human ego requires feedback. It requires response. It requires acknowledgement, even negative acknowledgement, to confirm its existence. The ego says, "I am, therefore you must react to me." When you react with anger, you feed the ego. You confirm, "Yes, you matter. Yes, you have power over me." Yes, you exist in a way that affects me. Yes, you are significant. When you respond with indifference, true, calculated, conscious indifference, you do something far worse. You starve the ego. You deny it the very thing it needs to survive. The disrespectful person throws their attack expecting impact. Like a stone thrown into water, they expect ripples. They expect to see your face change, your body stiffen, your voice rise, your composure crack. These are the signs that tell them, I have power, I matter, I exist. But when you show nothing, when your expression remains unchanged, when you continue as if they said nothing at all, when you treat them as if they are not even there, they panic. At first, they will escalate. They will try harder. They will say worse things. They will attempt to provoke you more aggressively, more directly, more cruelly. This is not strength. This is desperation. They need you to react, because your reaction validates their existence. Without it, they are nothing. But if you maintain your indifference, if you continue to treat them as if they are invisible, as if their words are wind, as if they do not exist in any meaningful way, something inside them begins to collapse. They start to question themselves. Did he not hear me? Does he not care? Am I insignificant to him? Do I not matter? And that question, that doubt, is psychological poison. Because the answer, the truth they must face, is yes. They are insignificant to you. Their opinion holds no weight. Their attack landed nowhere. They are shouting into a void, and the void does not even echo back. This is the moment they break. Not immediately, not dramatically, but slowly, internally, in a way that no one else can see but they can feel. They do not hate your silence. They fear it, because your silence exposes them. It reveals that their power was always an illusion, that they are shouting at shadows, that they are nothing. This is the darkest form of dominance. Not physical, not verbal, not dramatic, psychological, complete, absolute, and it requires no effort from you beyond control of yourself. But I must be completely honest with you about something, brutally honest. This requires a discipline that most people do not possess. Most people will read these words, nod in agreement, tell themselves they will apply this wisdom, and then when the moment comes, they will react exactly as they always have. Why? Because knowing is not doing. Understanding is not mastery. Agreement is not transformation. To respond to disrespect with calculated indifference, you must first master yourself. You must develop a level of emotional control that separates you from the overwhelming majority of humanity. You must train yourself to observe your emotions without being controlled by them, to feel anger without expressing it, to feel hurt without showing it, to feel the urge to defend yourself without acting on it, to feel the pull of ego without surrendering to it. This is not easy. In fact, it is one of the most difficult things you will ever attempt to do, because your body wants to react. Every cell in your body is programmed to respond to threats. Your ego demands response. It screams at you, do something, say something, don't just stand there, defend yourself, prove your worth. Every instinct tells you to fight back, to prove yourself, to defend your honor, to show them they are wrong about you. You must override all of this. You must become the master of your own nervous system, your own reactions, your own emotional state. You must cultivate a form of detachment, not from life, not from meaning, not from what matters, but from the opinions of others, particularly from the opinions of those who have not earned the right to judge you. You must build your self-respect on such a solid foundation that external validation becomes irrelevant, not unnecessary, because we are social creatures, and some level of connection matters, but irrelevant from those who do not matter. When someone disrespects you, and you feel nothing, not because you are suppressing emotion, not because you are pretending, not because you are playing a role, but because their opinion genuinely does not matter to you, because you see them clearly for what they are, because you recognize their desperation and their emptiness, then you have achieved mastery. Most people cannot do this. Most people will react, they will defend, they will explain, they will beg for respect in 1,000 indirect ways. And this is why most people remain in the prison of caring what others think. This is why they suffer. This is why they are controlled by those who do not deserve to control them. But you, if you can master this, if you can develop this discipline, if you can transcend the need for validation from the unworthy, you become free, truly free. Now, I must give you an important distinction, because there is nuance here that you must understand, or else you will misapply this wisdom and cause yourself harm. Silence is not always the answer. Indifference is not always appropriate. If someone is abusing you, physically, psychologically, systematically, silence is not indifference, it is submission. it is acceptance, it is permission for the abuse to continue, and submission is not what I am advocating. Never confuse conscious indifference with unconscious submission. There is a crucial difference between disrespect and abuse. Disrespect is someone trying to provoke you, to diminish you in front of others, to get under your skin, to see you react. It is a test, it is a game, it is about ego. Abuse is someone violating your boundaries, your safety, your rights, your dignity in a systematic way. It is not a test, it is harm, it is destruction. For abuse, you must act. You must remove yourself from the situation. You must establish consequences. You must protect yourself. Silence in the face of abuse is not strength. It is complicity in your own destruction. Calculated indifference is not for abusers. It is for provocateurs, for attention seekers, for those whose power exists only in your reaction, for those who have nothing but your response. Also understand this critical distinction. Silence must come from choice, not fear. If you remain silent because you are afraid to speak, that is not strength, that is cowardice. If you remain silent because you are too intimidated to respond, that is not mastery, that is defeat. But if you remain silent because you have nothing to prove, because you see clearly what is happening, because you recognize that this person is beneath your concern, because you choose not to participate in their game, then that is power, that is dominance, that is freedom. The difference is internal. It is in your heart, in your mind, in your intention. Only you know which one it is. Only you can be honest with yourself about your motivation. But when you choose silence from a position of strength, from a place of self-assurance, from a foundation of inner authority, then you wield a weapon that cannot be countered. Then you possess power that cannot be taken from you. Let me tell you what happens when you master this discipline. Let me paint for you the picture of what your life becomes when you transcend the need to react. Your life begins to change in ways that are subtle but profound, not dramatic, not immediate, but real, permanent. First, you will notice that you have fewer conflicts, not because people suddenly respect you more, though some will in time, but because you no longer participate in the petty dramas that consume most people's lives and energy. Someone tries to provoke you, you do not react. They try again with more intensity, you still do not react. They escalate further, becoming more aggressive, more desperate. You remain unmoved. Eventually, they stop trying. You have become boring to them. There is no entertainment in your presence, no drama, no reaction, no satisfaction, and in becoming boring to them, you have defeated them completely. Second, you will find that certain people begin to respect you more, even if they do not understand why. They cannot articulate it, they cannot explain it, but there is something about a person who cannot be provoked that commands attention, a quiet authority, a stability, a groundedness. Others sense that you are not like them, that you operate from a different place, that you have access to something they do not, that you possess a kind of power they cannot touch. Your presence becomes heavier than your words. You walk into a room, and people feel something shift, not because you are loud, not because you demand attention, but because you are complete within yourself. You need nothing from them. Third, you will discover an internal peace that you did not know was possible. When you stop caring about the opinions of those beneath you, when you stop needing to defend yourself, when you stop seeking validation from others, particularly from those who have not earned the right to validate you, you find freedom, a freedom so complete, so profound, that you wonder how you ever lived without it. You become untouchable, not because no one can hurt you, everyone can be hurt, but because you have removed the levers they once used to manipulate you. You have taken back control of your own emotional state. You have reclaimed your power. This is the transformation, from someone who reacts to someone who observes, from someone who defends to someone who simply exists, unbothered, from someone who needs the approval of others to someone who is complete within himself. People will call you cold. They will say you do not care. They will accuse you of arrogance, of superiority, of thinking you are better than them. Let them say whatever they need to say. Their words are sounds in the wind. They do not touch you. They cannot touch you, because you have transcended their reach. But I must leave you with a warning, a dark truth that you must carry with you, that you must remember when you are tempted to react, when your ego demands satisfaction. If someone can provoke you, they own you. Let that settle deep into your mind. Let it sink into your bones. Let it become part of your understanding of how power truly works. Every time you react emotionally to someone's disrespect, you hand them the keys to your inner state. You announce to them, to everyone watching, you have power over me. My peace depends on your words. My emotional state is in your hands. You can make me angry, make me defensive, make me lose control, simply by choosing your words carefully. And once they know this, once they see that they can control you, they will use it, again and again and again. It becomes a game to them, a source of entertainment, a proof of their power. The person who can remain unmoved in the face of disrespect possesses something rare in this world: sovereignty over his own mind, complete and total control over his own reactions, his own emotional state, his own inner peace. Most people do not have this. Most people are puppets, dancing to the tune of whoever pulls their strings. A comment here, an insult there, and they are thrown into emotional chaos that can last for hours, days, weeks. Their entire day can be ruined by words spoken by someone who does not matter, who will not be remembered, who has no real power except the power they are given through reaction. But you, if you master this discipline, if you internalize this truth, if you make it part of who you are, you become the master of your own responses. No one can make you feel anything you do not choose to feel. No one can take your peace unless you give it to them. This is the darkest form of power, not over others, but over yourself. And when you have power over yourself, others lose power over you. The equation is that simple, that absolute. The choice is yours. Will you continue to react, to defend, to prove yourself to people who are beneath you? Or will you rise above it all, into a place of cold, calculated indifference, into a place where their words cannot touch you because you have decided they do not matter? Choose wisely, because this choice determines whether you live as a free man or as a slave to the opinions of fools. So let me leave you with this. Let me summarize everything I have told you in words you can carry with you. Disrespect is not an attack on your worth. It never was. It is a test of your self-control. The one who provokes you seeks domination, not truth. He wants to see you lose control. He wants evidence of his power over you. Every emotional reaction you give feeds his sense of superiority and confirms his significance in your world. True strength, real strength, the kind that endures, lies not in confrontation, not in explanation, not in revenge. It lies in calculated indifference, in the conscious choice to deny them significance. By refusing to react, you deny the aggressor what he needs most, your acknowledgement. You expose their weakness while preserving your own inner authority. You reveal them for what they are: desperate, empty, insignificant. Silence, when chosen consciously from a position of strength, is not passivity. It is not weakness. It is not defeat. It is the most ruthless form of psychological dominance. Respond less, observe more, react less, control more. The world is full of people desperate for your reaction. They will insult you, provoke you, disrespect you, all in the hope that you will confirm their existence through your response. They need you to react to prove to themselves that they matter. Do not give them this satisfaction. Do not participate in their games. Do not descend to their level. Become the person who cannot be moved, who cannot be provoked, who stands in the center of chaos with perfect calm, not because nothing affects him, but because he has mastered the art of choosing what affects him and what does not. If this truth disturbed you, it was meant to. If it made you uncomfortable, good. Truth is not comfortable. It is not gentle. It does not care about your feelings or your preferences or your desire to remain in comfortable ignorance. But if you can accept it, if you can embody it, if you can live by it, you will find a form of freedom that most people never experience in their entire lives. The freedom of being truly, completely, absolutely untouchable. Now go, remember what I have told you, and the next time someone disrespects you, remember this: they are not testing your strength, they are revealing their weakness, and your silence, your conscious, calculated, powerful silence is your answer. That is all I have to say to you.